sandwich between Mazeroski and on the mound in this one, Mitch Keller. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup here. You know, it's not necessarily his good part, so look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Going, gone! The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Now here is Mickey Moniak.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Check swing. He went. That is strike two. Keller in his 7th season, 29 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Hard hit to right center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not.
Now this one gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Next to hit, Hunter Goodman. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
That's the ball down.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. On the ground, and that's just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Now that's smacked to right center, and that should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Leading off, Jake Mangum.
Ball.
Up the middle, Julien. Handles, throws to first. Close play against the speedy runner. And that's in for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
That's the ball.
That one misses, and the count is 1-1. Late with the swing there. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 down. Brian Reynolds here. First pitch just misses. And another ball. That
No,
one
that missed. That's
misses.
the ball.
3 balls, no strikes. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on. A changeup missing. 3-1 now. There's a strike. On a line, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Fouled off left side.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Two on, 2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the dirt. And a payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. But it bounces off his glove. And that's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. Number 7 getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Right side. And it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Outside low. Ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. At the plate, Edouard Julien. Right through there for a strike. Strike 2.
Ball. That's high.
Out to short. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one. Line, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. RBI single, and it's 4-0. First and second, no outs. Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Rounds third, headed for the plate. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. As a run scores on the play. To third, Griffin. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Johnston swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And he can't make the play. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. In the air, left field. Mangum on the move. Makes the grab. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And now the first baseman, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
No, that missed.
Way inside. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. All loaded up here at the top of the second. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. But no advance from the runners. Next offering is fouled back. And they'll do it again. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That'll end the inning. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the second.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
Connor Griffin digs in now. And it's fouled away. 0-1 now. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Freeman coming on. Got it. Nice grab. Back here at PNC Park, all set for the start of the inning. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies.
Yeah!
What a stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Ball.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one hammered. That's back. That one opts against the fence. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. Safe. And that's his third hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Tovar in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. As we go to the last of the third, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. That clips the corner. Just missed. Ball. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away. One out, man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Missed with a changeup. And that is ball 1. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. O'Hearn around third. Relay throw home. He's safe. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up. This to center field. Nice grab on the run. 2 away now.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Cruz swings through it for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. And a big swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
Struck him out. Back here in Pittsburgh, now the Rockies catcher, Hunter Goodman. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And here is Brenton Doyle. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Tap foul at the plate.
That's a ball.
Hit on the ground to short. Gonzalez. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him swinging. Back here at a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
That one missed. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran.
He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's 9-2. So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Jake Mangum, the next to hit.
Ball.
What was your worst start one year? Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Tovar. There's one. What a double play that was. Back here at PNC Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the air, left field, and that will fall. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there, and you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have.
Rocchio. There's 1 and 2. What a play. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right down to shoot. That's strike 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He picks. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. On a line. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there are 2 outs. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, Miguel Vargas. Ripped on a line to center. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Ball.
Out to short, Tovar. They take the force out. That back here in Pittsburgh, all set for the top of the 6th. Mickey Moniak. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Justin Lawrence.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ball, that's down.
That's to third, and that one handled. Throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Goodman at the plate
down.
now.
Ball.
That's ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And that one ripped into right. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's an 8-run lead. Number 7 in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That's in there. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 2.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
That one not close. And the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Payoff pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth.
That's the ball.
That smash towards center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Now pitching for Colorado.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Victor Vodnik.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Number 2, center forward.
One away with a runner at third.
Ball.
Here's a 2-0.
Take one.
And there's a ball. Cruz stands at third with one gone in the inning. Now it's 3-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brings it in, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He's in on the sac fly. It's now 11-3. So no one fly. This is Joey Bart.
Ball.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This looks like extra bases. Throw is high and over his head. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. That one fouled off. 2 outs and 1. That one in triple digits.
Ball.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And that is gone. A 2-run shot, and they cut into the deficit.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So 2 down, and now here is Ryan O'Hearn. Off the plate inside. Ball 1. Strike on the inside corner. Swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at PNC Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. Didn't go. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Looking to complete the cycle with a double.
Ball.
The Rockies up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Ball.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Left fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
And he makes the catch. Set for the last half of the 7th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Brian Reynolds. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second, and 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here. Bringing the cheese on that one.
And a swing and a miss there.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball, double play.
The changeup missing. Full count now. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
In the air to left center. Tovar settles under it. And there's one down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. Brandon Lau. 1 out, the base is loaded. Big spot for him. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. That one almost got him. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run. The new pitcher in the game, Juan Mejia.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Horowitz swings through it for strike 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Out towards right center field. Doyle should have this one. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay, and he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone. In the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And a count 2-1. Fastball is outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
2 on, 2 outs. To the right side, Julian. In plenty of time to first, inning over. And back here in Pittsburgh, ready to begin the 8th, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Center field, Cruz drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
Hard one.
Strike 2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Stays alive. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's a ball.
Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Johnston at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Ball high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Bottom of the 8th. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Jake Mangum.
Jake Mangum.
That misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Pirates, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Ha!
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A solo shot, and they close the gap. It's 11-8.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
New arm out of the bullpen, Jimmy Hergen. One down, and now the DH, Brian Reynolds.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
On the ground right side,
Foul ball.
and foul ball. 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. On the ground, out to short. To first, 2 out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So up next, Nick Gonzalez. That's in there. That's strike one. And that one almost got him.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
No, that's out.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one the other way. And foul ball. Vargas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The 1-1. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double, and now they trail by 1. So runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Lowe getting ready to hit. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And that one fouled off. The Pirates with the tying run at second here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here at PNC Park, stepping in, Brenton Doyle.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Yohan Ramirez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. This is Willie Castro.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
That's down.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. Like, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
The left side. 2 runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the 9th.
Ball. That's in.
To the right side. Horwitz steps on the bag, and now 2 gone. Back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Tyler Freeman.
Ball.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
That's in. Ball.
That's a ball.
That
Went
missed.
with
That's
the
a ball.
sweeper. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fastball for a strike. Full count now. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Tovar in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Nope.
Pitch
Ball.
misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Way out front for strike 2. And this one bounces away from Bart. Freeman in to score. 14-10 our score. Payoff pitch. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Digging in, Spencer Horwitz. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates, Marcell Ozuna. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Ball.
Got him. One away. Joey Bart up here. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Not close with that one, and the count's full. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's 14-11. Late swing, fouled off. Tying run at the plate. And that misses. And 1-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ground ball left side. Throws to second for one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game. In our
Gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much.